Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition. This is part two of the rack build, and I've been working on this for a couple of weekends. Not so much on this particular weekend, just finishing up some things. I did the whole rack build out last weekend, and so basically, this is going to be part two in the last part. I got the cables just a little bit more tidy. They still don't look the greatest, but they're out of the way and they're recessed in. So, and then I had to take that big bulk of cable you guys remember from my previous videos that used to come down from the ceiling. Now it comes from a hole and then swings around because I got so much cable. And then I divided, it up here, and then it goes down here, and then some actually goes up there too. And what these two wires are is actually I've got a ubiquity that only runs on 24 volts PoE instead of 48. So eventually I'll get an adapter and just plug it in up there. But right now I have it just using the power pack that comes with the ubiquity. I have actually three ubiquities now in my network, so I really like those. Here's my Synology. There's an old Hansel monitor. I don't even think they make monitors anymore. And I got the DSL cable or UVerse cable coming down, and then of course the coax for the cable modem. And then my second VMware machine and my first VMware machine running vCenter. And then got the Cisco PoE switch, and then the Cisco non-PoE switch, and then the firewall up there. So it really turned out to be quite nice. And here's the back of the machines right there. So I got some Ethernet ran to those. And then this is the back of the Synology. Back of the firewall right there. And there's the back of the Synology. Synology's got the fans. I've got them running a little higher for now because I'm afraid of the chip getting too hot. So anyways, I went through, and you'll see in the first part, if you haven't seen the first part yet, I was struggling to get this door closed. And what it is that these old compacts, they're not really made for cable management up here in the front. And as you can see, got the switches there, and the door is closed. And I'll show you how I did that. But I love this. I do love this cabinet. It's retro. It was back when I started doing computer stuff. Well, a little bit after I started doing computer stuff, but so I really like it because it's got the smoked out glass. There's the UVerse, and that's the cable. So I have two connections. If this one actually goes out, it'll fail over to this one, but this one also has a few other things on it that run all the time, so it's not just a wasted connection sitting there either. But yeah, these are the switches right here. PoE switch, and then I got some PoE phones and VLANs and things going on. And I'll show you, and some of you cable Nazis out there are going to be like, oh my god, you put those on too tight. Well, I'm going to tell you the reason why I did that way. I would rather see it loose and kind of looking a little better than it does, but there's a reason behind that. So let's go ahead and open, and here's all the switches. And I bought some Fletcher cable management, and these are all steel right here, and then on top there's the firewall. But you can see I've wrapped these cables pretty tight, but I've done it, port down from the top, port up from the bottom, and I kind of weaved them a little bit. But there's a reason that these cables are like this, is because there's not a lot of room here, okay? So I don't have a lot of space to work with. And I actually had to even get to the point where I had to take up one of these they're like plastic metal rivet things that pop on here to hold the plexiglass in. I ended up having to take 2 of these out because they were bumping into this third upper raceway, and I had to cut it off and do it on both sides, which is going to be fine. I mean, yeah, it's kind of got flax, but it's not really going to make a difference. Then I'll take some clear silicone and fill that in, but it was just not allowing for enough room for that top one to be in here, so I took a different approach to it, and now it shuts. And locks. So the build of the VMware, the build of the data rack is complete. Now, my plan was to actually stick a patch panel in right there and bring all that bulk cable down there and do a patch panel. I might still do that later, but I just didn't really want to spend the money to do that. So I'm going to reserve that for later, and I just wanted to give you guys a view of the cable and everything that was going on here. And I know it's not, I mean, I tried to do my best here, but some of these wires are a little bit different lengths than others, and so you do your best, but it's clean. It's very clean, and my fiber coming in there too, and I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and slap everything back on it, seal it up, and hopefully get my IT area cleaned up here pretty soon. So anyways, guys, appreciate you stopping by and watching my channel. I know I haven't posted videos in a long while, but I'm trying. It's just been very busy for me for the last couple of months, and I do apologize for not making any videos, but hopefully that'll all start to change pretty soon, and I'm hoping to get a GoPro 5 so that I can actually put it, like, on my head or on, around my neck, and then you guys can actually watch me doing the work, because it's so hard to do work and not be able to, trying to work with your hands and holding the camera at the same time. It just doesn't work out. So anyways, I hope everybody's doing well, and I wish everybody great and happy times, and we'll talk with you later. And this is part 2. See ya.